Oh, salam. Video 6. Okay. So, as we said, okay. Now, egocentricity is to be, um, the new commercial motivation, or the new spiritually commercial motivation for the new colonial paradigm, okay, which is a new perspective, okay, the new commercial perspective. Before it was racism, as we said. Now it's going to be, excuse me, now it's going to be basically what they try to say, formulate all religions into one, have a universal religion by the universal church. Catholicism represents the universal church. So if they have a universal church, then basically, they have a universal religion, then who's going to implement it? The universal church, right? And that's what Catholicism represents, the universal church. Okay, so they would be the ones to institute the universal religion. That's why you try to hear them say, "Oh, Islam, it's like, in Islam or the Quran and the Bible are the same." No, not really. They're not the same, and we don't need him to say that. Okay, he just wants us to say that, so then the Pope can say, "Oh, the Pope said this," so that they can use him as reference to validate. We don't need him to validate nothing. The Islam speaks for itself. It speaks about the heart and staying connected and staying in love and treating one another with dignity and don't abuse and feed the poor and recognize their angels and the day of judgment and who built the universe and how it was constructed and how it's going to end, and where people going to go, to hell or heaven. He said that already. We don't need him, the Pope, to say that. And the Pope really means Papa. It's the Papa, the father of the church, right? He's supposed to be the Holy Father, okay, the seer, the sire, okay? He ain't my papa. He ain't my daddy. I have a daddy. I love my daddy. Okay. Anyway, it's supposed to be implemented by the universal church, the big daddy, right? The papa. All right. Don't need him to validate anything. Okay. So that's to be the new paradigm. Okay. And the commercial and the Vatican having all that wealth, right? Need to give back their money. Okay, the money you stole from the resources, want that back, gotta have that back. Okay, it's time for them to tide back into nature, right? So anyway, so they use racism all that time, right? Now they're trying to go back to the Inquisition, okay, and thereby everybody confess, do an active confession of faith, like in Islam we say, the confession of faith is Ashhadu la ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, right? Well, they want to have an active confession of faith too, whereby what they claim, provide to claim Catholicism, right? I'm not going to claim Catholicism. I don't believe as a Catholic. I don't believe in Jesus as God. I believe in Jesus, Prophet Isa as a prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'm just letting them know right now. So, and there are many others that won't, and there are many Christians that won't. Many believers who hold fast to the heart, right? I want to, who want to keep their hearts and their heart intelligence, right? There are many believers. So now at this point, I'm gonna stop saying Christians. I'm gonna stop saying Jews. I'm gonna just say the people who have good heart emotional intelligence. Emotionally intelligent people don't want to accept Catholicism. They don't want to accept the Inquisition, because when I just say Christians and Muslims and Jews, I'm leaving out a lot of people who have heart, okay, good heart intelligence, okay. So the emotionally intellectual people do not want to be part of the pedophile ring, organized pedophile ring under the seer, under the papa, under their papa, their father, the head pedophile. Okay, they don't want that. I don't want that. Okay, that's trash. Okay, now that's criminal. Okay, now so that's the Vatican, pedophile and all that's to be the new religion, right? if it wasn't bad enough. They doing it under the table. Now they want to bring that on the table and say that's the way it got to be, right? I mean, that's the law of the land, the law of the nation, the law of the world, the new world order, right? That's the order for the new world, right? Right. Okay, that's what they want. You know, that will be the new paradigm, spiritual paradigm. You know, and all who don't accept it, you know, what they just as they didn't forget about power, they have not forgot about torture. That's where waterboarding came from, is from the Catholic Church. That's where slavery came from, the Catholic Church. Okay? That's where it came from. Anyway, all that was the old paradigm. Now they're trying to get a new paradigm. It was racial, now it's it is spiritual. Okay? So, okay, that's to replace the racism. Okay, that's the new matrix for the commercial world. That's the new world order, whereby all other spiritualities are niggerized, right? Niggerized spiritualities are to be deemed inferior to the superior, the imperial, supreme, what's that? Spirituality of Nimrod. Nimrod's Babylonia worship of Baal, right? And as such, like the Jews in Germany, or Jews or Muslims in Spain in the 14th century, okay, or Christians placed in the lion's den, all who fail to worship, to fight for, right, Baal's balls, right? Baal's balls ring a bell. Okay? So, for war, in which no one should answer. Don't answer Baal's balls, right? Now, so is to be, all who fail to worship for Baal is to be tormented and placed to death. Yes, as long as, what? As long as the commercial paradigm can continue to desensitize, they can continue to dehumanize, depopulate using torture, starvation, eugenics, poverty, commercial poor education, a poorly commercial education system which trains people to be what? Drones. Yeah. That teach nothing about life, natural life. They can continue to melt the flesh off the innocent bones of every man, woman, and young child, and deprive humanity of life itself under the guise of good, patriotic American Christian values. Okay? Now, and like racism, the paratrans personalities, spiritual feeders, continue to feast off the positive energy, then turn to destroy the natural world that humanity dwells in, and then where will humanity have to live? They'll be dependent on that bull crap. Okay, that's why they want to give them the 666 number to track them. The name of man, the atomic number for man is 666. Okay, for Adam. Okay, that's the atomic number for him is 666. So he wants it. And remember, in Islam, okay, it teaches, okay, that there's going to be a beast, an animal that, that gives mankind a mark. Okay, and it's going to say kafir or believer. Okay, I posted a video about that. I'll do it again. Kafir or believer, and people will be referring to each other. Hey, kafir, give me this, or believer, give me this, give me that. Believer, believer, believer. Okay, it's just like man. Hey, man, what's up, man, or what's up, dog, or what have you. You know. So it's going to be common. Well, the beast. Remember, he tries to imitate everything that is natural law, right? To create his commercial world, he constructs his fake commercial world off of the principles of natural law. See what I'm saying? So the 666 isn't bad. It's just the number of man, the atomic number for carbon, okay? Which is a predominant atom that the body's constructed of, right? So he wants to give them a number, right? Just like the that which is supposed to come and, you know, give everybody, whether they're kafir or not kafir, or believer or non-believer, right? So anyway, so the beast wants to do the same thing, okay? Because everybody will be dependent on his little commercial world if they follow his trail of tears, right? Bloody trail of tears into hell, right, fire? But anyway, so but people he wants to make, well, anyway, so he wants to make the first, no, so he marks them in their world so he can track them, because they'll have nowhere else to go. And so if they recognize they have nowhere else to go and they're not tracked, they could be dangerous from his perspective, and especially still having in their right mind the ability to comprehend the way the universe is structured, and find out that his little commercial world is also structured on unnatural laws. And at that point, man will become a danger to the beast's commercial world. Why? Because man will still have the natural ability to transcend the commercial world, but the beast will not. Him and his little crony will not. So, and that will be all they have. That will be all the life they have. So that's why they really, really want to get that marking, those tracking devices, because they know their time is limited. If they don't succeed in getting all the resources, then, you know, man has, you know, man will get them, and or man will get his, you know, stop him, and he will, again, like I say, fall away. You know, he won't have any opportunity to achieve his goal. But if he does, he wants to make sure mankind is rendered irrevocably defenseless. You know, so that's why he wants to mark him, because he don't want man to ever wake up. And if he does wake up, he'll already have that chip in him, so that he can be tracked and done away with. There'll be no resisting conformity. That's why they really want to get rid of, you know, I mean, they want to mark everybody, you know, because they know once they utilize all the resources, all they'll have is to control those resources, and that will be the end. That will be nothing outside of that. And they can't, remember, because they have no heart sense, so they'll get no intuition. So they'll just use mankind. Okay? And he'll be marked as man. Man versus beast. They'll be the beast and man will be man. He'll be 666. But nonetheless, you know, because it's him, you know, he's marking them for his system, you know. So that's why it's not good to take it, right? Okay. Well, so you don't be tracked, right? You know, your freedom. Okay, so we said in reality. Okay, now. So we said now. Okay, we said okay. Oh, okay. So like racism, the transpersonalities or the parapersonalities are spiritual feeders, and they continue to feast off the positive energy. Okay, then turn to destroy the natural world humanity dwells in. Within. Okay, now within reality there is only one Allah. There's only one God. Okay, there's only one God, because everything follows that oneness, one universe, one set of laws that constructed that universe. Okay, one family of man. Okay, and as I said, one set of laws that one set of laws that is congruent throughout every dimension of reality, down to the last atom. Okay, down to the last molecule. It's all like they call it sacred geometry. Okay, life is created based upon patterns, and those patterns, all those patterns are based upon the same structure, the same laws, the same principles. Okay, follow the same principles down to the tiniest of atom. That's how the natural mind is able to expand, like a flower, a lotus blossom is able to open up. And they even consider the pineal gland like a lotus blossom, and those 1,000 petals, it opens up, right? Because from as one goes from the atom, it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows and it grows, and knowledge expands. But an open heart can't do that, because it can't. The vibrations or the energy, you know, is what excites and it rises. Okay. Okay. So and as you rise, you know, through the, let's say, the dimensions, or through the patterns, you know what I'm saying? As you expand, you know, through the dimensions, like from the atom to the, you know, from one degree of not aware of, you know, of one degree of, you know, a certain degree of awareness. Okay. Oh, no. As one expands in knowledge, they rise in consciousness. As they rise in consciousness, right, they're better able to see the patterns and understand it. So now they can just, let's say they can just stay at a certain level, and because they're aware of how the system works based upon patterns, they can pretty much, you know, with their intelligence being the third eye, they can pretty much logically comprehend how certain systems are constructed, okay, beyond their physical dimension, okay, but they don't want, okay, they don't want you to, no, that's what I'm saying. So in able to see that, then they can see how everything is constructed upon, you know, the same print, how life is constructed upon, you know, the same principles down to the smallest of atoms. Okay. But a person has to get to that level. The person has to be able to sense those very sensitive vibrations, because they're unstable. They're stable, but they're unstable because their energy is fluctuating, right? And that's why they were saying in one of the videos I posted about schizophrenia, many people who are schizophrenic are very intelligent, because their energy is, their minds are so sensitive to those vibrations, those higher vibrations. They can't interpret them. That's why they many of them, you know, hurt themselves. But they can't translate them, right? They're not able to channel it, but they can receive it and hear the voices and hear the things that's going on, and they think they're crazy and they're not. But the bottom line is they can't translate it. But they're functioning on a higher energy vibration, and it's very sensitive. It's very, very sensitive. Sensitive meaning they have to reach and stretch their mind to connect with it. Their energy is stretched like a rubber band, okay? Stretch. And the higher they go, the more because they're still based in their body, their physical mind, right? So it's just stretched way out there, and it can, you know. So, and they're connecting with those vibrations, okay? And their mind, natural mind, is translating, but they don't understand it, okay? What was I gonna say? Oh, where was I at? I forgot why I said that. How I got there. Okay, being able to pick up on those vibrations. I know I was there. Okay. Okay, so humanity dwells within, the world. Okay. No, I know what I'm saying. Okay, so, I know what I'm saying about the one Allah and one laws. Okay. Yeah. So those people those people who they say are schizophrenic, right? They go out, their mind is stretched way out there, and they pick up on the vibration because they're sensitive, right? And they're able to, well, let's put it this way. Those who are able to go out there mentally, to be able to understand how life is based upon patterns, and they'll be able to go out there and understand how life works, and they can see that everything is based upon on the same principle. And if it's all based upon the same principle, then there's only one principle and one designer of the principles. Okay, one principle, because there's many principles, but they're all based upon one principle, right? Well, yeah. Am I right? Why don't we take another video break? Give myself a break. Salam alaikum. That man is messing with me. Ooh, he's intense. He's good though. Good. Oh my goodness gracious. Salam alaikum.